Now, there's a very special motorcycle ride being planned by these two guys around Europe on the 4th of June, raising money for Help for Heroes and the Royal British Legion. So I'm with Pete and Bob here. Now, Pete, tell me a little bit about this, because it's not your ordinary charity motorcycle ride, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's taken on a much deeper meaning than that. I mean, we started planning this around about 2 years ago. And the whole point of it is that we're going to be using iconic Triumph motorcycles, as you can see here. We're going to be taking 7 bikes, visiting sites to remember the 50 fallen men of the Great Escape of 1944. But through that, and the use of the motorbikes, we intend to raise over £10,000 to be split between the Royal British Legion and Help for Heroes charities to help our young servicemen of today. So that is very important. But through this, we've met so many incredible people. I've met some of the people who were actually involved in the Great Escape back in 1944, people who actually helped these people escape. And we're making sure that their memory is being brought forward at the same time as we're obviously going to have an incredible ride around Europe.
You are going to some amazing places, aren't you, including Colditz?
Yes, we are, yes. We're going to be staying actually in Colditz Castle. We're going to have the benefit of being able to get out in the morning without actually having to try and escape. We're also going to be visiting Hitler's Eagle's Nest down at Birch's Garden, and that's where he actually signed the order for the death warrant of those 50 airmen back in 1944. We're also going to be staying at Stadeglove 3, and we're going to be spending 3 nights in that hut just to try and experience what it was like, or even just get a brief glimpse into what it might have been like.
But you're going to get more insight, aren't you, because you are taking the son of one of the officers who was shot trying to escape from one of the camps, is that right?
That's right, yes. Squadron leader Thomas Kirby Green actually successfully escaped in 1944 in the Great Escape. Colin, his son, was only 8 years old when he was told the tragic news that his father had been killed. He never had the opportunity to go and visit the grave. He never had the opportunity to go and visit the actual site in Stadeglove 3. He is now going to have the opportunity with us to come as our guest, and we're going to take him to Stadeglove 3. And on the first night that we stay there, something very special is going to happen, because we're going to sit around the end of the tunnel, and all of us have taken on one of the characters. We've studied the characters who were actually involved in the Great Escape. And instead of just being a name on a gravestone, we're going to talk about what they did, who they were, what they achieved.
It's truly remembering their lives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And after that, we are then going to be taking him down to the exact spot in Czechoslovakia where his father was actually murdered by the Gestapo.
It's going to be a very, very poignant trip. Now, Bob, I know this trip means something special to you as well, because you've actually been a prisoner of war as well.
Yes, I was a prisoner of war during 1991 in Gulf War I, and as a result of that, I joined the RAF Ex-Prisoners of War Association, and now I've got personal friends who were there in Stadeglove 3, working alongside the escapers, and have got, first-hand memories of what it was like, and how they were treated, and how things went with the escape plans.
Do you think there's a common bond that men share when they're held in captivity in that situation?
I met up with them later in 1991 after I'd been released, and as I walked into the room at this reunion, there was an immediate unspoken bond between us, and that has endured over the last 20 years.
If people want to get involved and support it, is there a website they can go to?
Yeah,
and
certainly. GreatEscape2.net. We're on the web. That tells you all about the route, the riders, and there's a link to the Just Giving website, so that people can donate online. Certainly, every penny will go to help servicemen and ex-servicemen in need.
Well, absolutely brilliant idea, Bob. Good luck and enjoy the ride.
Thanks very much. I reckon it's going to be, well, it is going to be an absolutely unique experience on many, many fronts.
This is about as close as I'll ever get to looking anything like Steve McQueen. If you want to follow the Great Escape 2 charity ride all around Europe, you can see exclusive video blog footage on Bike Talk TV.